All right, so great question this week from Michael Sorensen. He says, how can I build my business on social media if I don't have a lot of time? Well, one of the favorite questions that I can ever answer, simply because that's what one of my specialities is. Building a network marketing business, using social media in your pockets of time, right? In your pockets of time. So here's the funny thing, right? First and foremost, you need to understand that the average person who's kind of crushing at the moment are women, right? The demographic that's women are crushing it are women who are usually either staying at home or they're single moms or they're just mums, right? They don't have a lot of time. If they're awake or when they're awake, they're either looking after the kid. If they're not looking after the kid, they're looking after the home. If they're not looking after the home, they're doing their job. If they're not doing their job, they're like sleeping because they need to. Like they don't sleep, right? I mean, I believe mums are the most overworked, underpaid, and in a lot of situations, underappreciated people that are on the planet, right? I'm just going to say it. I genuinely believe that mums are overworked, underpaid, not paid anything, and in most cases, underappreciated. The fact that they have 2 days a year, Mother's Day and their birthday, is a crime. There should be a Mother's Day every hour. Like, it should be like, hey, it's 11 a.m. I mean, granted, they're clapping at 7 p.m., right? And this is a bit of a rant, and it shouldn't really be said, but 7 p.m. I think for the NHS, that's amazing. Like I'm there as well. Even here in Germany, me and Svetlana on the balcony clapping and raving and all that. Why can't we do that every 8 p.m. for mums? I mean, it took 2 women in my life to make me a man. My mum, obviously, it takes every woman, every man on the planet. It took a woman to make them a man, right? And then obviously Svetlana. Okay, those 2 women made me a man. Right? My dad helped me and mentored me. He didn't make me a man. My mum and Svetlana did. Anyway, okay? So, here's what you got to understand. You got to understand, busy people get stuff done. So, here's what you want to do. You want to eliminate all the different stuff. You want to make a list, and we did this in the 5-day blitz not so long ago. I asked everyone on here, and you guys can do it now if you're in the comments, list all the things or list one thing that's on your to-do list every day in your network marketing business. So there's all these daily method of operations. You've got connect with new people, follow up, ask the question, what we got? Personal development, contact your team, follow up with customers, get reorders, do my tracking. There's all these different things. Of course, when you get home from a busy day of work, it's 9 p.m., you put your feet up on the sofa, you turn the TV on, you're like, oh, you look at your phone to see your DMO and you see there's 18 things to do. Of course you're going to go, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, I can't be bothered today. I'll just do it tomorrow. Of course you're going to do that. But what happens if there are 3 things? What happens if there are 2 things? What happens if there are things you can do in 5 minutes? So here's what I highly recommend. I highly recommend that you do 5 to 15 minute blitzes. If you're working, 5 minutes are going to be best. If you have an hour in the day, like if you have an hour where you can go hard for an hour, maybe 15 minutes are going to be best. I can see all the comments coming in of like happy birthday messages, reaching out to comments, replying to comments. Like it's crazy. The list is crazy. But what you're going to do is all you need to do that's going to help you are 3 activities. Commenting. And if you're watching this video right now, I advise you to comment down below to prove to me that you're able to actually do this exercise. If you're watching it and you're like, I can't be bothered, you're always going to be a passive user on social media. There's 2 types of users, passive user, active user. Passive users watch and see, but they don't engage, and you get marked down on visibility. Active users take part in the social media. That's how it works, right? So commenting, famming, which is find add message, which is my process of turning strangers into friends, friends into family, fam being short family, and then asking the question. So, asking the question being the questions that I cover in my books, I Dare You and I Double Dare You. I Dare You can get from frazerbrookes.com/book, I double dare you can get FrazerBrooks.com/double. Right now, there is a limited time offer where you can get both books at a massively reduced rate, free international shipping and all of that sort of stuff. So don't wait, don't delay. So here's the thing. If you are able to in your job, like, you have guys, people go for cigarette breaks. They are smoking cigarettes for 10 minutes. So you can go to the toilet for 5 minutes. You go to the toilet, just drink a lot of water and say, oh yeah, I'm drinking a lot of water at the moment. I can't hold it in. Right? 5 minutes. You're sitting on the toilet. Bang. Go and spend 5 minutes commenting. Then you go back to your work. An hour later, you go for another 5-minute break. You're on the toilet. You go find our message. Then another hour later, you spend 5 minutes asking the question. You do that. You repeat that process 2 or 3 times during the day. When you get home and you're like, oh, exhausted after my 10-hour day at work, feet up, Netflix on, you check your phone and you're like, whoa, reply. Can I have more information? Reply. They want more information. Reply, more information. You're like, let's go. You're not doing the DMO now. You're just following up. You're following up. Now, if you have an hour, you can do 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Done. You have to know the pocket. Yeah, but I just don't have any time. Make the time. Yeah, but I can't. Easier said than done. It's easier said than done if it's not important to you. If it's important to you, you will make it happen. If it's not important to you, you won't make it happen. If it's a priority, you won't make it happen. Here's what I said the other day to someone. They said to me like, oh, you know what? Like my why makes me cry. It's my daughter. My daughter is my why. But I just can't get success. I'm like, right, what I want you to do each and every single day is when your daughter goes to bed, she's only like 4 or 5, I want you to tuck your daughter in bed. I want you to look at her dead in the eye. And I want you to say exactly how you feel your business went for you to get the dream for your daughter. And she contacted me the next day and said, I couldn't do it. I said, why? She said, because I didn't want to let her down. I said, exactly. Is your why really your daughter? Because if it is, and you see your daughter every single flipping day, why aren't you doing something about it? Because you're letting your fears be bigger than your daughter. If the fear was a person and there were 2 people in the bed, your daughter and this imaginative fear person, that means that you would be looking at your daughter with mum, you'd be like, oh, whatever, I'm looking at fear. Fear deserves my time. Mum, no, fear. Are you going to give more attention to your fears or are you going to give more attention to your why, to your daughter, to your kids? That's the key. So when people come to me and say, yeah, but like it's easier said than done, you've got all the time in the world. I didn't have all the time when I started out. When I first started network marketing, I had 6 days to go before my final ever university exams. You might be thinking like, yeah, but I had 6 days to go before my final ever university exams, but I launched a business. Know your why. Look at your why dead in the face if you're able to, and ask them, hey, like I've done this and this. Would my daughter hire me, or would my daughter fire me based on the work that I did? Daughter, husband, wife, son, grandson, granddaughter, whatever it might be. Find the pockets of time that you can build in and establish 5, 10, or 15-minute windows of these 3 activities. Yes, you can add in others, but start with these 3 the core 3. Get that to get your energy up, get you fired up, and then use that and leverage other activities, all right? So, appreciate you guys. I hope you got value from that. If you did, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Give me a love heart, give me a thumbs up, and let me know down below what your biggest takeaway was. And I cannot wait to see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.